And welcome back, sports fans. You get it? Because we're on sports. Hilarious. Anyway, welcome back. My name is Keith, and this is going to be this is the sort of team breakdown before our week 2 match. This is being recorded, of course, before that happens. I don't think I'll be able to record it live again, and to be honest, I think I'm pretty bad at live recording. Granted, I'm pretty bad at not live recording, but anyway, that's honestly besides the point. So, our week 2 opponent is Majora, a person that was ranked number 1 in the power rankings for A Division 2 weeks ago. So that's inspiring me with confidence, and I think he won his first week game. But regardless, he's just a good player, and his team is pretty scary with Hydreigon, Nidoqueen, Araquanid, Rotom Mo, Miltank, Zeb Striker, Celesteela, Mega Gardevoir, Gardevoir, I don't know how to... Gardevoir, is it? Yeah, I think it's Gardevoir. Talonflame, Cryogonal, and Gerda. Look, someone commented on the last video that I pronounced Pokemon names funny, and now that's just going to be haunting me forever. I'll just... Even things I know how to pronounce, like Bulbasaur, I'll just go, is that right? But anyway, yeah, that's a pretty solid team. It's actually a really good team. I mean, Steel Gardevoir Hydreigon, Steel Dragon Fairy Core is pretty gross. Gardevoir Mega. They've got, really good webs in Araquanid, good hazards in Nidoqueen and Miltank. Just good defoggers in Gerda and Rotom Mo. I mean, yeah, it's kind of scary. Yeah, it in fact is very scary. So, hopefully I can do well. But, here we go. We've just got a regular, this is our team. Toblerone and the Houndoom. Just, again, I'm a big fan of Houndoom, and it does pretty well here. I'm fairly sure, with, the 3 moves it has, it hits everything pretty well, like Nidoqueen, it doesn't actually hit super effectively, but it can still sort of chunk it out, same with, Miltank, especially with like a +2 not like a +2 special attack, if you know what I mean. Like just the Dark Pulse thingy coverage, Flamethrower, Sludge Bomb moveset means it hits everything at least neutrally, but a fair few of his key threats are, especially hard. Specifically Mega Gardevoir and Celesteela. It just chunks those. It also actually does really well against Rotom Mo. So yeah, that's a big thing. This is just something that can break his team open, because there's not that much Celesteela I think can do against it. It's probably got Earthquake, but apart from that, actually it doesn't have Earthquake? I don't actually know. But if it does have Earthquake, well, yeah, that's bad. But, Celesteela is just really a really scary mon, and you'll see with the tech that I bought. I should know what Celesteela has. I have it in a freaking another league, but whatever. That's something that matters. Anyway, my next Pokemon is Gaines' brother. Actually, first, before I should do that, I should talk about... Well, you know what, I'm going to talk about it. So, okay, so this is his moveset. Close Combat, Mega Horn, Stone Hedge, hits basically everything hard, and then the final move is Earthquake. He's obviously been spec'd for just being able to catch things. It's a Moxie Choice Scarfer, gets a kill, can sweep. Simple. You might be asking why I have Earthquake, though, because I'm fairly sure ground moves are terrible against him. Like Hydreigon, Celesteela, Talonflame, Cryogonal, Rotom Mo, all dodge it. Araquanid resists it. It seems kind of like a bit of a mistake to bring ground moves. But then you'll be wrong, because I start blasting my Lando, the Gravity Tech, because yeah, it's coming. It's heat. Yeah, it's my rock U-turns Earthquake, so it's more The attack is specifically, I've made this ages ago, so I don't quite remember. I should probably do these more quickly, but I think it was to kill a specially defensive Celesteela, usually with Earthquake, and it also kills a not incredibly bulky Nidoqueen. And that's good. I think it also 2 hits your standard like max HP, max speed Rotoms, I'm fairly sure. I think. Rotom, grass. Rotom mow, Rotom cut. I'll check that out. Calc. Rotom mow versus Taurus. Yeah, with gravity. Yeah, there you go. So you can do that. So that's nice. There's some leeway with that. But yeah, I think it's just again, Lando's a good mod. I like to get the Intimidate off to sort of. Granted, he has more special threats, but even just getting the Intimidate off so that Celesteela's heavy slams on is bad against me. Araquanid, if he's an offensive Araquanid. Yeah. Intimidate's just good. And again, the gravity means that, well, for those, I probably should have said this before. Those who don't know, gravity means that everything's always going to hit, and all ground immunities don't exist anymore. So, in gravity, this Earthquake suddenly has purpose, and it also means that both the Mega Horn and the Stone Edge never miss. So it actually synergizes pretty well. We've got I probably should have knockoff, but I don't care. Sorry, something in my throat. Anyway, then we've got Milotic, Mix-a-Lot. This is just a standard bulky Milotic. So this walls a lot of his team. Like Araquanid can't really do anything to it. Rotom Mow can, but it still chunks out Rotom Mow, so Rotom Mow isn't exactly a free switch in because of Ice Beam. Yeah. I don't know what else to say. I should. Yeah, but okay. Basically, it's just teched to survive a lot of stuff. I already have my guys in the thing actually, don't I? Do I? I do. There you go. Because I prepped for this damn video. But yeah, that kind of sucks. But that's honestly not that bad. Granted, it's not special attacky, but still, that's a big chunk. So it can't exactly switch in very well. And ice is attacky wise, so it'll do good. It's not exactly the strongest thing, but 100 base special attack is never something to sleep on, especially since this thing will take a couple hits to take down. It just sort of sits on Hydreigon. It's fairly hard for the Gardevoir to break. It sits on I don't know. I think if Nidoqueen has Thunderbolt, it doesn't, but if it doesn't have Thunderbolt, it sits on it. Let me check. Nidoqueen. Let's see, has it set up? Yeah, just sort of sits on it. Versus Thunderbolt. Oh, even then, yeah, okay. I think, no, yeah. So yeah, Thunderbolt's bad. But the rest, it's fine. It also has Marvel Scale, just in case, if it does get a thing, it'll get boosts. I was thinking of putting competitive on it, but it's like his major forms of defog that are probably coming. It's like, what's his major form of defog? Hydreigon, I guess, but I don't think you actually want that to really have defog on this team, because you have Rotom Mow, and yeah, that's probably going to have defog, and because that's probably coming, and I don't think using Rotom Mow as the switch-in opportunity for competitive is the best idea. Gerda too, also. I mean, Gerda's not bad, but that knockoff, I just don't want it. The other Gerda gets knockoff. I just don't want it anywhere near. Anyway, this is the other part of the defensive core. Love Deluxe the Fortress. It's the support mon. You can see it's got a pretty jack of all trades move pool here. It's another Pokemon to just sort of sit on Hydreigon. It's very hard for Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. This Melodic really doesn't care about Celesteela at all. Unless, actually no, Celesteela can have grass moves, can't it? Because it has fucking Leech Seed. Fuck that stupid fucking Pokemon, man. Whatever. This is the best we've got, okay? Because my other defensive Pokemon are what? Meganium? Yeah, that'll do well against a Steel and fucking Flying type. I mean, you know, Gravity Earthquake. Anyway, having a bit of a midlife crisis here. But, fuck, I hate... Apologies for swearing, but fuck, I hate Celesteela. It's just... Man, having one on the SDL team... Oh, which, speaking of, there wasn't a second thing for the SDL team, because my, my live recording was really bad. And it's been a bit too late. I might upload my week 3, I haven't played it yet, I don't know, we'll see. But that's why I uploaded the breakdown for SDL, but there hasn't been any of the other videos. Also, I just feel gross using Celesteela. It just doesn't feel good to me. It's a bad Pokemon. But for those who were curious, my SDL I lost because I clicked the wrong Pokemon to switch in. And not because, you know, oh, I predicted they'd do this move and they did that. No, I predicted correct. I just accidentally clicked on the wrong Pokemon. So instead of bringing in a Moltres to take an overheat, I brought in a non-Mega Evolved Venusaur. That ended about as well as you'd expect. Anyway. Yeah, Love Deluxe. It's, again, just the support mon. It's actually, I think, pretty hard for him to break. It's Nidoking and it's Celesteela, and that's it. And, yeah. Outside of that, it comes in pretty freely. Gets off wishes a lot when, you know, other things switch in, so it can bring into my other Pokemon that, you know, will just take whatever hit that comes and heal all the health back. That's really nice. And the final move is, the final one is Mangas and Cash, just for some nice, sort of Volt Turn, because of, you know, some nice speedy U-turn. I need speed in this matchup. And it hits a lot of things pretty well. Expert Belt, classic, you know, I'm too scared to run Life Orb because I don't like the chip item. Yeah, Surf will just hit... Surf hits the ground resist he has. Focus Blast... No, sorry, not ground type he has. And Focus Blast hits the, you know, the major electric resist he has. Nothing for Groudon Cut, but you know what? I don't care. This doesn't have anything for Rotom Cut anyway. Yeah, I'm not running frickin' Hyper Voice. But yeah, so this is what it is. In terms of what I think is gonna come, like I definitely think Celesteela is coming, you know, Hydreigon. I don't know what type of Hydreigon. I don't think you can. I don't know if you can actually run Choice Scarf Hydreigon. You might need like a setup Hydreigon, or like. I think you definitely need a Hydreigon that can use all 4 of its moves in the same thing. I don't think you can get Choice, because, just these two sit on it really well. Like, I guess if those two are taken care of, that's a lot easier said than done. I don't know what else to expect, though. Like, I can actually see Talonflame coming here and causing, like, a lot of issues for this team. Like, a lot of issues. How does Melodic do against Talonflame? Okay, that's okay, I guess. How about Love Deluxe? Again, okay, but you know. Thankfully, I don't think he has spikes, so... Wait, no, he has toxic spikes, but that's something we'll have to deal with if he has it, but he doesn't have spikes, so that means I only actually have to concern myself with a Stealth Rock, which is something that's nice in Calcs. Anyway. Sorry, I'm sleepy, I need to get dinner. That's about it. You know, watch the video to see how this team works out. Yeah. Will the gravity shenanigans happen? I think they will. I think gravity actually really does go in on this team. Like, it really does. um, gravity is super annoying. And a lot of the Pokemon, apart from Hydreigon, I think all the Pokemon gravity effects is slower than it, except I guess the bird Talonflame, but Talonflame gets intimidated, so I don't know. But like, gravity I think just works really well. It's gonna annoy that Celesteela, and it's going to... Like, what switch-in? I don't... He doesn't really have any Earthquake switch-ins once gravity happens. No. Araquanid, I guess. Araquanid's scary. That's actually why I was thinking of running Smackdown over gravity, but then I just realized the point is, it'll come in, I'll smack down, and then it'll just go back out. The point with gravity, and he can go back out to Hydreigon. Earthquake doesn't do anything to that because Smackdown isn't gravity. Gravity lasts for 4 turns, so any attempted switch-ins get wrecked. Anyway, yeah, let's hope this works, and let's hope I can record my W, because after last week, and let's actually hope that, unlike last week, I don't make every single wrong fucking prediction ever, because holy shit. Recording the VOD for that was so depressing, and you can probably tell with how I was talking. I was just man, I was played like a fiddle. Anyway, I gotta get dinner, so, can't spend too much time here. See yous. Oh shit, forgot to end it. And, we're back, gamers. Remember to rise up. And also to smash that like button and, abuse that subscribe button and, fucking retweet and share and reblog and everything else the kids do these days. Because I'm a good YouTuber. So, as I said, this is the matchup. I'm not doing it live again because, well, I played this morning at my grandmother's house, and I didn't have my microphone, and even if I did, I'm not going to play Pokemon at my grandmother's house, because, I was, yeah, because, I was at my grandmother's house because I was visiting my dad, but yeah, anyway, it's neither here nor there. Let's go and start this, I guess. Yeah, because, yeah, we'll just play this music off. Okay, yeah, so I led, we should probably switch sides so that we're on my side. Yeah, let's smelly Majora's side. So, I led off with Helios because I just thought I could pretty freely Volt Turn out of everything, and, I thought his rocker was going to be either Nidoqueen or Araquanid, and we chunk the hell out of Nidoqueen if it tries to set up rocks. It was a risky play, and it kind of backfired, A quick little... Sorry if I seem low energy, by the way. It is pretty late, and I need to do this because I'll be kind of busy tomorrow. And I'm alone in the house right now, so it's a lot easier to sort of be loud. So yeah. I went into Forges because what the hell is this going to do to Forges? Like, even if it's got aromatherapy, so that's literally no big deal. He, of course, Volt switches into Celesteela. So then I go Lando, because... Now, in that break, I should, stay. So in this break, basically, yeah, so we Volt switch, yada 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 yada. Okay, yeah, so in this break, which we'll see, at the end of the turn here, I spent a long time sort of, because I was originally just going to go easy play straight into Mangoes and Cash until Houndoom, until I checked it, and like I said in the prep, I think I said this does in fact get Earthquake. And it also gets Seaborn, but so it also gets a Grass move. But yeah, so I checked it, and I assumed it would Earthquake, so I instead went Lando, assuming, oh yeah. And congratulations, for the first time this season, I got a prediction right. For the first time this entire season, I predicted correctly. So, just, giving myself a little round of applause. I think I deserve it. Yeah. Congrats, me. So then he's got so he brings out the leech seed, and that's, annoying, but whatever, that's fine. I just, we got just start blasting, man. And we turn out to Melodic because Melodic does not really care at all, even without the attack drop. I was at Seed Bomb, but even with Seed Bomb, I think with the attack drop, it kind of tanked it pretty well. And then we make a prediction, and we get a second prediction right, guys. Holy fuck! That's 2 predictions, man. This is what I am. This is about what I'm talking. Let me tell you. I got a second prediction right. Yeah. Man, this just feels good to actually, get a prediction properly after my first game, where I was humiliated and embarrassed for the entire time. So that's why I sound a little happy about this. I don't mean to be, sort of playing it up, because these are just basic plays, but, predictions, it's nice. It's nice to not be played like a fucking fiddle. Anyway, so, yeah, this comes in, and I click, I don't click Flamethrower, because this has Flamethrower, nor do I, click Nasty Plot. I click, Sludge Bomb, because that's coming in. And if I, oh, wait, I click Flamethrower. Man, I'm an idiot. Wow, I misremembered my own play. God, I am terrible. But the reason I didn't, oh wait, no, I think I Flamethrower just in case, you brought in Steel or Girder. But, the reason I didn't Nasty Plot there was because it doesn't, Sludge Bomb doesn't actually kill Hydreigon at +2 at that range, at all. Well, it kind of does at that range, but it didn't at full, obviously. But yeah, we bring in Melodic with his basic freaking play. He brings in Araquanid, of course, Ice Beam. And, yeah, we trade Toxics. But that's actually not that bad for me compared to him, because I get the stat boost from the Marble Scale. And I also have a nice little Aromatherapy one here. So, whereas I'm fairly sure it's permanent for him, unless Celesteela gets Heal Bell, which, let's be honest, probably fucking does. Probably gets every move in the game. It really does. It's move cool. It's I hate Optimus, man. This is not what the Pokemons are about. I'll tell you what the Pokemons are about. This fucking tech from Majora, man. Spiderweb. Oh, I'm in love. Because it was obviously to trap Melodic, and that's really good. I think that was a really cool. It didn't work because I didn't want to keep Melodic in, because I was still scared of that, not exactly scared, but I just didn't want to bother getting into a huge toxic stall war with him, really. So I went into this predicting the Liquidation, because the Liquidation still does more than Leech Life to me. There's a Water Bubble. Oh, that might be Water Absorbed now that I think about it, if it's designed to trap Melodic, but that really, it's neither here or there. Yeah, so now that's been got the heck chipped out of it. Brings in Rotom Low, Thunderbolt, Crit, again, just a lot of chip, although not much chip, barely above. A Volt Switch is barely above his fucking leftovers recovery. He defogs, because, that was his defogger, that makes sense. And it's time, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Gravity. Honestly, I don't think the Gravity, so I've learnt that, Majora predicted that I was going to bring Gravity, which makes, my sort of tech seem a lot less neat to me, but fuck you, I still think it's cool. Gravity! Yeah! Pain Splits, get some health back, hurts me a little, but I don't know at this point what his last move is, and yeah, but I've gravitated, so that's nice. Brings in a Requinid, I U-turn out of there, because I don't know what I was going to, and I bring in the gains, brother! Yeah, this one fucks. Oh, get that Mega Horn, get to +2. Whew. I probably should have clicked Coast Combat there, but, you know, double switches into Celestia. I am the stupidest man in the world. If ever we could consider this like a little montage of the plays so far. Yeah, so far so good. You know, so far, even with that double switch that I got completely that I played into like a moron. So far so good with stuff. But can I keep this up? Can I keep this freaking record? Anyway, can I keep this recording session up, man? I can feel myself dying on the inside. Holy shit. Like, not because of, you know, like, I'm always dying on the inside, I'm a miserable old scrote. Like, I feel myself dying on the inside in terms of, like, tiredness. I probably have. Oh, man. Visible yawn. Yeah, it's like almost 2 AM. This is not. I start working. Fucking. No, I start work tomorrow, technically. Yeah, I just need to get to sleep earlier tomorrow. God damn. A little peek behind the veil about what's happening in my sad, depressing life. It's not that bad. No. I think, you know, I don't know. This is kind of neither here or there, but like, I'm a big believer in just sort of being positive about things. Yeah, so I don't know what my point is, but yeah, be positive, my people. Anyway. Now we're about where we're up to. God damn, I wish I had a point. I wish I had a point to make, but I don't. Oh, whatever. The point to make is that he double switched, brought in, you know, the bad matchup. That's bad. What's pretty good though is Landorus, because who cares about his stuff? You turn out of there. Fucking Heliolisk. Flamethrowers. I don't know why. Maybe predicting. Actually, I guess Flamethrower does more than a thingy. Oh, okay. Stop. This is actually important. So, on reflection, I 100% should have predicted the switch in Click Surf, and I feel really stupid for not doing that. Back to me being an idiot. Here's the thing though. Now this turn took forever. From what I can remember, here's the thing with Meteor Queen. It has like a billion moves and like all the power in the world. So it's like, I don't know what I would bring in because it can theoretically hit everything. Because I have, like, you know, I can click Ice Beam and kill this thing, even though this resists its 2 stabs. Well, you don't need to want to dodge it. It can have Flamethrower to hit this. It can have frickin' Earth Power, Thunderbolt for this, Surge Bolt. Like, it literally has coverage for everything, theoretically. So there's not much I can do, so I eventually just go, fuck it, I want Chip, and I click Surf. And also, if he does overpredict and, you know, clicks, say, for example, Ice Beam, which he does, it's good for me. As it turns out, that is an incredibly bulky Nidoqueen. For a crit to only do 72%, when 72%, if it was non-bulky, is just what the base damage is, it kind of shows how much investment this thing must have. It also doesn't Life Orb, so that, you know, well, that might suck for this, and also means that this didn't die to Ice Beam, and that it has a lot of trouble breaking through our bonds. Like, even 4 just now, I think it's going to struggle against. But, yeah, got rid of my Surf to just chip, I guess. Yeah, gotta surf some more chip. Yeah, get in that 2% chip when factoring in leftovers recovery. Yeah, because that'll matter. So yeah, I gravity because I'm in love with that stupid move. And then I click Stealth Rock because as far as I'm concerned, Ice Punch doesn't exist because, how would Ice Punch exists? It's not like I have a quad weakness to it or anything. As it turns out, Ice Punch does in fact exist. So that's very bad. That actually puts me on one of the back foot here. Even though we're even on Mordens, I just really, like, that was a really good Pokemon for me, and losing it is just super lame. Uh, but, he's got a very bad matchup here. This is actually a pretty... Oh, I am aromatherapy. Yeah, well, it was like... Oh, man, I'm too tired for this. So yeah, there goes my hazards, and that's a shame. They're just gone forever now. But, he sucks now. So, good stuff all around. Yeah, Volt Switches, I bring that in because I know it can't thingy. And I have to switch because, what if he has Mach Punch? But of course he Drain Punches, again predicting, because something red, like a something book. Something. Don't fucking do it again. I'm the worst human in the world. Oh. That's before then. Okay, well, that's basically what we're up to, so yeah. I brought this in because, again, it didn't kill, and I thought it had a pretty good matchup, because, again, I keep forgetting this exists. I forgot this existed in my prep. I did not even think about it, really, besides, this thing hard walls it. But, things in Celestial, I know I wish. And here, I make another, I wish because I knew it was coming in, and then also wishing allows me to incredibly freely go into Houndoom, like like the freest Houndoom you've ever seen in your life, because even if he Leech Seeds, which is the worst case scenario, which if he does Leech Seed, I still sort of just beat it. If a lot of chip, I beat it, and if that gone, there goes a very annoying defensive mon. But very Houndoom. Good Earthquake like I kind of expected him to, but then I'm back to full. Good on you, Wish. He brings in Hydreigon, and I'm nasty plotted specifically because I assumed he'd bring in Hydreigon. And we know it's not Scarf because it's done 2 attacks already, so just... I am disappointed in myself, and I'm a man who's usually disappointed in himself, so when it gets to this point, you know it's a bad time, man. It's a very bad time. Okay. Anyway, we'll be up to... I think basically from here it was kind of one, I don't know. That was like just a big turn. I've gotten rid of like a huge physical threat. Like now he's... because this is, I calculated it wasn't offensively invested at all. So I took out like his biggest offensive threat, which means that he is really on the back foot from now on, and he's going to struggle to really break my mons. But Florges is being Florges, being annoying. Once again, another wish, so I can trade off to Milotic very freely, even predicting the Earth Power. Melodic, man. Melodic, I don't know how to say it. Let me bring some that. I click Scald because Scald's good. And I'm just sort of fishing for a burn, I guess, for some basic chip. Or to nullify the leftovers more likely. Yeah, he brings in No. And I get the Scald burn on the No, which I can't complain about. Again, I mean, I'm sure I can find a way to complain. One of my best strengths is complaining. But this is a prediction because I knew he had Pain Split, so I would just assume he'd go Pain Split here because Melodic has a lot of health and this doesn't. I was right. The man healed me. Which was, really polite of him. I don't think, because I was expert belt woman, so I don't think Focus Blast killed. I should have checked it, but whatever. Um, Again, more chip though, and now he can't heal it off because of the burn. So just rapidly increased our chip potential. Now he promoting Gerda. I think again for another double switch, but I wasn't having none of that. I wasn't having none of it. Gains, brother. Yeah. So unfortunately, he healed past the damage range I could do. So when the second one I did 42 instead of 41, it was not enough by 1%, and I died. And that is the tragic tale of Dark Pelagius the Wise and work there. Um, I could revenge kill everything as long as the rolls let me, but it didn't let me. Anyway, that finishes off, and now he's down to 3 ones. I'm down to 4. But from here, I think it's a very good position. So spoiler warning, because I need to cut this short and don't want to talk for too long. I won. I predicted that would come in here, so I clicked Ice Beam, but even if it didn't come in, it still, I think, probably killed or chipped the hell out of Nidoqueen, so it was fine. Brings in Gerda. I bring in Forgus, because what the hell's it doing to it? The answer is nothing. And from here, I think I had it in the bag, because Forgus is so specially fat that how does Nidoqueen break it? Like, unless it's offensive, Nidoqueen can't actually break it. You'll see that like Sludge Wave does about 33%, but because I have Moonblast that keeps lowering special attack, I see 23%. That's -1, but even like Moonblast just will continuously lower your special attack, so it's not like you can do anything about it. And Moonblast will also just chip you further. Yeah. So I won this game, so that's really nice actually for once. Winning a game is good. See, 38%. That's really not that much for a special hit from freaking Nidoqueen. But it is what it is. I Volt switch there because if he had Mecha Punch, I really didn't care. If he got that kill, whatever, he could have it. Because I'm not a person that cares that much about differential usually. Because like my philosophy is, if I got a 99% chance to win the game or a 100% chance to win the game, I'll take the 100% chance to win the game, because eventually you will get that 1%, and that 1% will fuck you up and you'll hate it forever. So I really do not care about differential usually. I think as long as I have it, who cares if I win by 1 or by 6. But it didn't matter in this one. I win by 4 because he's down to his last one. And yeah. I, for the first time, because it didn't matter either way, actually switched to preserve my thing because it didn't matter, because I won no matter what, even if it got a crit hit on that. This came and surfed to claim the kill. So, well, this came and surfed to claim the kill. Really, fucking anything happened. But, yeah, that was it. I won. I beat Majora, the number 1 ranked PR guy, so that's nice. Yeah, the Araquanid tech was pretty fun. It didn't work. It didn't get to trap Melodic. But I don't know if it actually beat Melodic. Depends what its other moves were. But like Marvel Scale means that it was taking basically nothing from each life into liquidation. Especially if it was Water Absorb. But if it was Water Absorb, then I can scold it for a lot more damage than Ice Beam, so who knows. But yeah, I won. Next week I have Insanity, who's made some changes from the PR. I think he replaced his Rillaboom with Alolan Ninetales, which makes his team a fair bit better. So that'll be interesting to see. But I need to sleep before my body fails on me, because I'm just... It's done. It's done. It's dark to admit this, but it's done. I need to nap. Anyway, stay safe, gamers, and once again, remember to, smash that like button, brutalize that subscribe button, assault that retweet button, shoot the share button, I don't know. Just, just do what makes you happy. If you don't want to like my video, that's fine. I really don't care. I'm surprised if anyone's even listening to this at this point, because why would you? You're listening to a tired man who's bad at this being worse because of how sleepy he is. But, see you next time on this jam-packed thing. Yeah. Ugh. I really need to get better at endings. Bye!